World Cosplay Summit 2020 online. Welcome to Malaysia.
Hi, we are from East Malaysia, Sarawak, the Borneo Island.
Hello, I'm Zeko Kyo, currently teaching computer science in Swinburne University. You can find me in my YouTube, Zkyo. And this is Natalie. She's one of the alumni for WCS 2016. So, mic to you, Nat.
Hello, I'm Natalie from Malaysia. Props making is my hobby, and I also like to join skit performance. Tonight, I will share tips on prop making and also introduce of Malaysia cultural and travel spot.
As a starter, we would like to introduce you all to some of our favorite spots in Kuching, Sarawak. So let's see what kind of places the local cosplayer go to for their photo shooting session. Now we are at Kuching Waterfront, one of the most popular gathering spots in the city. Hello bro. What's your name?
My name is Ozymandias O Nakana O Kami no Pharaoh.
Nani?
Sorry. My name Amaru Hakase, working as Assistant Medical Officer in Ministry of Health Malaysia.
So, Sarawak was a British Crown colony from the year 1946 to 1963. So, we have many beautiful and well-maintained British-style buildings for photo shooting.
Not just maintaining, the city improved its appearance constantly every year. For example, the bridge behind recently opened in 2017.
Let's view some photo shooting video.
Did you know around the city there's a lot of beautiful street art painted on the building's wall?
This is what we call history on the wall.
Famous area for the cosplayer, we usually come to this area to search for fabric and sewing material. Come, let me show you around.
So why does this city name Kuching?
In Malay language, Kuching means cat, so we are in the city of cat.
Cats are everywhere in this city, including this statue right here.
I'm hungry now. It's time to get some food.
Oh yeah, is there any food that we must try in Kuching?
You must try Sarawak laksa, koromi, kampuami, tomato mee, and kueh chap.
We also got layer cake, medium belacan, bihun, and much more.
Oh,
Sarawak laksa.
oh thanks.
So, Nat, what you got for me?
Maggie mee.
It's okay lah. I got my own layer cake, cake lapis Sarawak. Wow.
That's right.
Yeah. So how do you say delicious in Malay?
In Malay, we call it sedap.
Huh. How about in Melanau?
Daun-nyam.
What do you call takeaway food in Malaysia?
Tapau.
Oh, tapau. To think about it, in Malaysia we have a lot of different ethnicity. Just in Sarawak, we have Iban, Dayak, Melanau, Chinese, Malay, Bidayu, Indian, and more. We all cosplay together.
Yeah, lo. We are also lucky that we have various team sport in our city. Like for Japanese team, cosplayer usually does their photo shoot at Hiroshima Sarawak Friendship Garden at Samajaya Forest Park.
For Chinese team, usually took at Malaysia China Friendship Park and Singawang Old Town. If you want to know more about Sarawak culture, visit the Sarawak Cultural Village.
Oh, let's see some of the footage by the cosplayers.
Hello everyone, my name is Matthew, student from Unimas. Welcome to Sarawak Culture Village.
My beach is just opposite Sarawak Cultural Village, one of the popular relaxing and photo shooting places.
Nat, this is your recently project you are making, right?
Yes, it's from Glenboo Fantasy, Passiva.
Oh, what is this made from?
It's made by Eva Fong.
Wow, this actually look very complicated and the finishing is quite clean. Can you give us some tips to do this thing?
Usually, I like to use white color Eva Fong for my props. It is easy to see the light you drew, which makes cutting more accurate. The most important part is to make sure your blade is sharp enough.
So how about the material right here?
This is automotive foam, basically a car sticker that I use for Eva Fong wrapping. Let's view some pre-recorded video. As you can see, the car sticker is stick on the Eva foam. I use a scissor to cut out the unwanted part. Then, brush a layer of yellow glue, contact adhesive on the edge of Eva foam. And this is heat transfer sticker I use for the pattern or logo for my costume. Let's see how to use it. First, the design I draw on the back of the sticker. Then, use a blade to cut up and tear off the unwanted part. After that, ready and iron. Put the sticker on the fabric. Iron around 10 seconds. Then, tear off the transparent cover. It's done. This project is from Fat Grand Order.
Okay. Oh, look amazing. Okay. This is from the anime 3D blade.
Yeah.
How do you make it?
This is the most complicated weapon I make. All the shapes are actually sculptured by rotary tool, so have to be very careful to control the movement. This is how it looked like in the beginning and the end process. One of the projects I made, Trinity Blood, most of the parts are sculptured from Eva foam. Next, this is PVC board, also one of the items I often use to sculpture. First, shape up with a blade. Use rotary tool to grind it smoother. Then, sandpaper for the best result. Look like some 3D printing, but it's not. This is one of the EVA foam primer that I am using. A primer that can sand it off. If you have more budget, I don't recommend white glue or PVA glue because the painting is easy to scratch off, so get a better quality of primer, especially if your props are used in better skip. Look, after sanding, it's like a plastic. And this is Tamiya Gundam Weathering Master that I recommend for weathering effect. It looks like eyeshadow. This is my latest project, Rainbow Fantasy. We have a visitor. Welcome to Yang.
Hello. Hi, I'm Yang from Crazy God Props. I'm a prop maker based in Kuching, Sarawak.
Okay, we received some questions from Facebook. The basic of weapon props making step, including the inner structures and tools.
For basic prop weapon making, I'll be using an example. This belongs to Natalie. It's a sword character, sword from the
Rainbow Fantasy.
from Grand Blue Fantasy. At first, I would draw the template. After drawing out that template, I would transfer the template to EVA foam and cut it out. And to make the foam stiff, I would insert an aluminum pipe, as it is lighter and cheaper to buy.
How about if compared to the PVC pipe? Which one is better?
Because you can use PVC pipe, but you won't have the thickness as aluminium.
So aluminium, we have 6 mm,
Yes.
8 mm, 10, 12, and bigger.
Yes, you have lots of various sizes, but for aluminum pipe, you only have those very big size.
Or the PVC pipe, like more than 20.
The reason I use aluminum pipe over PVC is that it is much stable. So over PVC, where it is always bending. For weapon that is very long, aluminum pipe is much better. See, doesn't bend as much.
So it's good for speed performance, especially you fighting at the stage.
Yes, so that people won't see your sword start bending around.
Goyang-goyang.
Yeah. Once I got all my basic shape cut out, I would glue it all down with super glue or contact adhesive. After gluing is done, I would start sanding. For sanding, I would use a rotary tool most of the time with various grid size. Sanding from a sanding drum. So during sanding, I would always wear respirator as during the setting process it produces a lot of dust, as well as goggles to protect my eyes and the respirator for my lungs. Once you are done with your shape and you are satisfied with your shape, you can start coating it with EVA primer. To reduce all the brush stroke, use a very fine brush and a minimum of 2 coating or more for a final finish. When you are done sealing your foam, you can start painting it. And there's 2 methods you can use. You can use spray paint, or if you are limited to the space you are using, you can use acrylic as well to brush it on. And that is all for the basic of prop making.
Okay, we received another question. How do we make our props look more amazing? Any gimmick or tips to share?
Yes. For example, this Iron Man helmet that I made, I installed LED lighting to the eyes so that it would look more amazing.
Oh, how do you install the LED?
As I have basic electrical knowledge, I took LED strip and soldered on some wires and powered it by salvaging some power bank batteries.
How about this?
And since there are a lot of different types of LED, this type you just plug and play.
Oh, let us try it.
This type powers by power bank, so you don't need to do any other electronic stuff.
So it's very convenient.
Yes.
Then change the color.
And it is programmable, so you can change the mode to however you like.
Oh.
And
This is Natalie motor.
this is a rotary motor to power your prop to make it spin. To make it spin.
Okay, connect.
Now connecting. And thank you, Natalie, for having me here to share my tips and tricks on how to do basic foam making.
Yay!
Yeah.
Talking about gimmick in performance, last year Comic Festa, this is the hologram fan we attached on the weapon for Gilgamesh skill effect.
Alright guys, thanks for watching.
I hope you guys enjoy our video. Don't forget to visit us one day.
Cosplay everywhere.
Cosplay everywhere.